If, in the previous video, the crocodile created a breathtaking encounter with lightning-fast ambushes at the water's edge, this time, we explore a completely different front, where the elephant does not need speed or claws, but rather calmness becomes a weapon that makes the enemy wary. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the surprising confrontations in the wild. Amidst the arid African savanna, where red dust is kicked up by every step of the herbivores, time stands still under the blazing sunset. In that land, where life and death are intertwined at every moment, African elephants, gentle giants, and hyenas, opportunistic predators, are sometimes forced to confront each other. African elephants are the largest land creatures, with adults weighing up to 6,000, 7,000 kilograms and standing over 3 meters tall. But more than their physical size, they are renowned for their extraordinary intelligence and complex social structures. Living in herds led by the matriarch, they know how to organize, observe, and especially always put protecting their baby elephants first. In everyday life, they don't like confrontation, but when necessary, they become invincible machines. The opposite of the elephant, the hyena is the embodiment of chaos. Don't let its somewhat dodgy appearance fool you. The hyena has teeth stronger than a lion and the wits of a fearsome opportunist. They usually travel in packs of 10 to 20, stalking, ambushing, and robbing. When there is no opportunity, they create it by surrounding, separating, and causing chaos. On the other hand, the elephants began their journey in search of water, stopping and resting at the remaining waterhole after a series of dry days on the grassland. The appearance of the hyenas changed everything. They quickly observed the baby elephant, taking advantage of the herd's weakened defenses to attack. The elephants were not frightened. The adults quietly lined up, circling the calf. The female leader took a step forward, her ears raised, her trunk waving dust as a clear warning to the predator. The hyena did not give up. It stubbornly moved closer. The elephant suddenly charged forward without needing to attack head-on. Just that momentum was enough to make the pack of predators retreat. The hyenas left, leaving the atmosphere in its original silence. What do you think makes elephants the true rulers of the savannah? Is it their sharp intellect, overwhelming strength, or their terrifying silence before their anger? Leave your number 1 and let us know what you think. But the challenges weren't limited to hyenas. Another day, as the sun set over the Mara River, a pack of lion appear. The golden shadows silently crawled along the grass. Their target was still the baby elephant. But they knew adult elephants were not easy targets. The male lions only dared to observe from a distance, waiting for their prey to let their guard down. The elephants stood in line, motionless. They did not need to chase. Just standing there was enough to make the lions retreat silently. However, not all carnivores give up easily. African wild dog, small but extremely dangerous warriors, will sometimes deliberately disrupt the elephant herd's formation to create chaos. They circled around, howling, creating a panic. A young elephant got lost, but before the wild dogs could charge, a female elephant came running, stomping the ground with a sound like thunder. Enough to make the dogs run away, realizing that patience has its limits. And then, in the distant cracked land, the rhinos appeared. Unlike elephants, rhinos do not live in herds. But when they met, the two did not fight. They just nodded silently, like giants who understood each other's place in the chain of existence. But elephants are not the only ones on the savannah who use calmness as a weapon. Hidden in the bushes, behind the dry treetops, another creature is silently watching: the cheetah, the fastest animal on the continent. Unlike the noisy wild dog or the boisterous lion, the cheetah is the embodiment of solitude and precision. Only when a weak individual falls behind does it leap forward at speeds of over 100 kilometers per h, seizing the opportunity in a few short seconds. For the cheetah, there is an art to being calm before exploding. On the other hand, giraffes, thought to be creatures that only know how to nibble on leaves, also have their own silent weapons, superior height and vision. Standing up to 5.5 meters tall, they are the gatekeepers of the grasslands, always alert, always looking ahead. When other species bend their heads to drink, giraffes are the first creatures to detect danger from afar. They don't fight often, but when forced to protect their young, silence gives way to a surprisingly calm strength that would make even the king of the beast, the lion, give up. Further south, where the edge of the region Okavango Delta, zebra migrate in large flocks. They are not outstanding in speed or strength, but possess good memories and know how to identify safe river crossing points to avoid crocodiles. Older individuals often lead the pack, helping the group avoid traps and navigate water sources. It is this collective intelligence and calm that has helped this species survive thousands of brutal dry seasons. And sometimes, even a species considered slow, like the rhino, makes its enemies wary, not because of its speed, but because of its calm determination. Distinguished by its 4 centimeters thick skin and ancient weapon-like horn, the rhinoceros doesn't go looking for trouble, but once pushed to the limit, it will react like a car without brakes. When an adult individual turns and strides backwards, no one wants to wait to see what happens next. Further to the north, where Therid rocky range of Ethiopia meeting the red dusty fields, a lonely figure slowly appeared: kudu antelope. With its spiral horns and leisurely gait, the kudu is not the image of a warrior. But that very calmness is its shield of survival. The kudu never panics. When danger comes, it stands still, perfectly camouflaged among the grass and trees, only retreating when it is sure of a safe escape route. And because of this calmness, it has often escaped the sight of cheetahs and even hungry lions. On another side, where the grasslands Botswana meet the dry boundary, oryx appear. Living in harsh conditions, where water is as scarce as gold, the oryx does not run on instinct. It waits until dusk, when the shadows are slanting, to reduce energy expenditure before moving. A wild dog attack would only be successful if the oryx lost control. But that rarely happens, because like elephants, oryxes stay calm even when death is lurking behind them. And so, in the midst of this harsh African wilderness, there are species that do not need to roar to assert their bravery. They do not fight for the throne, just wait for the right moment to act decisively. Because, in a world where instinct rules, the winner is not necessarily the strongest, but the one who knows how to observe, keep quiet, and choose the right moment to become a silent warrior with the most powerful weapon called calmness.